Hello, everyone. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. It's a new chance to make a 3,000 1-minute rating. Wow, people in chat. Perpetual, Jake, Bege, Aquila, Casa. How's everyone doing? Craft beer. That sounds like something I wouldn't drink, but it sounds like something you enjoy, Casa. Okay, we're gonna continue the quest we started yesterday. I got to 2586, so we still got a long ways to go. Hey, Coach. Hey, Gran Maestro. Hey, Big Boy. How's everyone doing today? How am I doing? Oh, thank you. Why, thank you for asking, Jake. I'm a bit tired today. I think I slept for 10 hours. Either I slept for 10 hours or I was in some kind of insomniac psychological state for, probably 4 hours before I fell asleep. So I'm not sure. I am a bit skeptical. And also I got really upset this morning, Jake. There was a guy on Twitter who made me very angry. And as part of my self-anger management, when I become very angry, I try not to be very angry. And it's very difficult. Hammers hibernating in winter? Yeah, no, honestly, I feel like that the fact that it was pretty cold probably meant that I just automatically just stayed in bed longer than I would normally because I wanted to stay warm. Quite the adventure. Yeah, Aquila. I've had quite the day. I haven't gotten anything done, but I have had a lot of emotions. That's also one way to do it. All those emotions. Also, Fortnite is back. Can you believe it? So I've been watching a bit of Fortnite. It's probably the same game. I'll find out soon enough. Yeah, Casa. Who knows? Uncle Rap, how are you doing? Okay, so we're gonna be playing some more 1-minute chess, and we'll start out. I got an early challenge from Guru Nathan. So let's do that one. Got the white pieces as well. Were you angry at a fellow swamp German? Yes, I was, Jake. Those Dutch guys really knows how to get me upset. Ooh, that was a free one. Let's try to get it again. Ha ha ha. Too clever. You would know or what, Aquila? How is Biggie doing, by the way? I haven't seen him in some time. You're easily forgiven by eating a stroopwafel? That's good. That's like my number one shopped item when in the Netherlands. I had a plan with my pawn. Romania, Norway in less than 2 hours. Wow, Perpetual. What kind of horrendous planning am I doing? I think we're going to have to end the stream early. Catch some of that Romanians crushing Norway's hope of qualifying to the European Championship. Kasparov fan, hello. How are you doing? We will crush him at bullet. I doubt that very much, but you are welcome to try. Der Henker, hi, how are you doing? Anyone else get a black screen? That's a bad sign, forked about it. What, Jake? You can have them warm? This is a completely new discovery for me. I'll have to take the first flight to Amsterdam. Wow, Aquila, that feels bad. New internet, that's gonna solve everything. I remember how I felt when I got internet ready in the new apartment. That was a joyous occasion. You warm them over your coffee or tea? I think Jake is suggesting you do more than that, Aquila. Perpetual also has assured me that he will Lafong me at some point, but he must have forgotten. Okay, are we gonna open up the H file for him? I think we are. I may regret it though. May regret very soon. Yeah, I already regret. We're talking about stroopwafels, Marius. Are you familiar? The Dutch thingy that you get a sugar rush of undeniable proportions from. Hey Pizza Racer, how are you doing? Let's make sure that he's not going to checkmate me on h7. So let's kill that bishop. Chimeric, I don't know what to say. That's very strange. Because everyone else seems to be getting the stream just fine. Der Henker is saying that he likes stroopkuchen better than stroopwafels. Can someone elaborate? Oh, cheese? No, we don't do that in this chat, Henker. On this stream, even talking about cheese could get you banned. Feels bad. Well, I feel like as long as someone can see what I'm broadcasting, it's probably not my fault that a lot of people are getting black screens. RIP Twitch. So many Fortnite streamers active right now, overloading the Twitch servers. Must be it. Calixi, I'm not following the games on stream, but I'm trying to pay some attention. I saw that in the duel of the Norwegian kids, it looked as though Aryan was going to win it. And I saw Magnus had a very weird position, but the computers were liking it. Kasparov fan, I'm not really sure what sort of tea that is, but I definitely am using the powers of the tea to win my games. Hi Cobra, hi Nico, how are you doing today? Can you say Magnus again? Magnus? Magnus? In Norwegian, we say Magnus. In English, we say Magnus. Also, in English, some people may say John Ludwig, No, maybe you wouldn't even say Ludwig. You would say like John Ludwig. Whereas in Norwegian, you would say Jon Ludvig. Jake knows all the commands. How do you say JLH in French? Well, actually, I do know that one. Jean-Louis Amer. Amer. Because the French do not recognize the age as a proper start to any word. It's kind of like the swamp Germans not recognizing the V, or rather saying that in every other situation we'll call it a V, but when it's first in the word, it's doesn't count. So we'll just say F instead. So like something like Vliesingen. I don't understand. What would you say if Vliesingen was actually spelled with an F? You'd still say Vliesingen, right? Which is why your language makes no sense. How do you say JLH in German? Well, the thing is, Norwegian is basically a German language, so it's not really that exciting. Yeah, perpetual. But then on the other hand, think about how I feel about that. I'm the one who actually has to follow chat. I need to look up every other second in order not to lose the scrolling. Norwegian has its oddities as well. First of all, Marius, it's is without the thingy. Because I feel like you're about to criticize my language. I'll criticize, your grammar. Stuff like that. Yeah, no, I mean, Marius, don't go pointing out mistakes in our language. This is our moment. This is our moment to shine. If you want a sugar rush, Krakelingen, Arnhemse Meisius. Okay, that I don't understand what you're talking about, Jake. But I'm not sure sugar rush was meant as the positive aspect of the stroopwafels. It's just a side effect. Who needs other languages when you have English? Honestly, Aquila, I think that's where we're headed. I think, in my honest opinion, I don't think we're going to be speaking Norwegian in like 60 years. It doesn't make sense. To have a language spoken by 5 million people, when every single one of those 5 million people have a different common language as well. And you'll even see it these days with kids, because kids get all their influence, their inspiration and stuff like that from movies and TV shows and gaming. And more people are using English words for stuff we have perfectly okay words for in Norwegian. Yeah, no, I kind of realized it's not my fault, Aquila. Because someone can hear me. That's where I acquitted myself. Yeah, I'm not sure Esperanto is going to do it, Marius. I don't think they're winning that fight. Hey, Sepper, how are you doing? Let's take this bishop before it runs away. While 100,000 people know Esperanto, that is much lower than I thought. But yeah, that kind of settles it, doesn't it? And we get the time win. Jumpin' Jackson, it has been released. Thank you to Aquila for linking it in chat. It requires that you have a premium membership at Chess24. But you can get one for a month for $10. And even if they messed up, they changed OBS overnight. And now I don't know the shortcuts anymore. Can I push this one? But if you do use code HAMMER when registering, you can get a 15% discount. So then it's going to be $8.50 for a month of peaking at the Hammer rep. I feel like I'm way behind chat. Ruiz, thank you so much. I'm definitely considering making such a repertoire for black, and if I do, e5 would be the move I recommend. I'm a big believer of putting your pawns in the center. I'm waiting for the day Hammer goes full Alec and changes his handle to use code Hammer. Honestly, Perpetual, I'm waiting for the day where it just clicks for me how to play Fortnite, and I'll just go code Hammer in Fortnite instead, and just full-time Fortnite stream. I feel like we're closer to that scenario than the one you described. Oh, really, Maestro? That's very surprising to me. They're playing Fortnite again, Marius. The game is back. Can you believe it? They took away the game. Sorry, they took away the game. But now it's back. Torque, feel free to challenge. 100 points sounds ambitious, but I'm sure you can make it happen. Bishop h6 is very true to his username and gets caught. Gets caught in a big way with the Lefong attempt. Yeah, Jake, those journalists really need to understand what news value entails, because that ain't it. The amount of free press Fortnite has gotten is just insane. Because, I mean, like, in Norway, there were news outlets actually having titles like, "Is Fortnite gone for good?" And I'm like, I understand the clickbait titles for the streamers who doesn't have anything to stream other than a stupid black hole for, I don't know how long they did it, 40 hours? But actual newspapers with people calling themselves journalists speculating that a game that brought in the amount of revenue it has, that Fortnite has, that already had leaked in-game footage from the new season, they really stooped to the level where you go, oh, is this gonna be the end? Oh man. Can you explain this G6 opening ideas, Shay? No. That's the secret to it. You cannot really explain it. So G6, Bishop G7 is just quick moves. Works against anything except Bishop H4. So you got to be a bit careful about that. And once you've done this, you need to get some central control. So you play E7 and then you go Knight E7 and you go D5, you castle and you go C5. It's basically the idea behind the opening is that the same like 7 first moves are good or, you know, terrible against anything. Legal. I think legal is the word we're going to go for. The same like 7 moves are legal and approximately okay against every sort of system people play against it. You pre-moved first 3 moves? Yeah, Somka. Feels bad, man. Should have done it earlier. Kasa, I'm glad you love the 1E4 video series. You got halfway through, that is some dedication. Halfway through is like 3.5 hours of video, but more than that, you can't really just watch the videos. You actually, sometimes you have to pause it and kind of just digest. Do you have a certain influence on Chess 24? Sometimes, Jake. What do you have in mind? FIDE trainer. Yeah, that is important part of journalism. Yeah. Jake, I mean, you're asking as if I haven't already kind of looked into that. Of course, I've checked out how I can get a better design. The way I'm doing it now is just switching. Oh, let's not pre-move. People might be inspired by Solomka in the last game. Now, one of the first things I did, Jake, was asking about layouts and stuff. But I think for now, this is as good as it gets. Until, yeah. I didn't say anything. You didn't hear anything. Okay, we're playing against Kasparov fan. We got the bishop pair. We got a pawn high up on the board. Now we just got to figure out how we make the breakthrough. Let's do this and this and this. We're getting here. And now this and this. What am I doing? What am I doing? In my head. Oh, that's not good, dude. He got tricked. He got tricked in a big way. Sepper, I'm only accepting challenges from premium members. Sepper, yeah, I already said that. So you don't have to be a premium member to challenge, but I only accept against premiums. Was that actually a big trade? No, Marius. That was just... For some reason, I thought that now my pawn will become a new queen. And let's just say I was wrong. So... I don't... Yeah, because that plan kind of started already here. I could have just taken this one. This would have been winning, I would think. This looks pretty strong. Yeah, Evox. I'm only playing 1 minute chess today, but I think tomorrow we'll go back to some blitz games probably. Yeah, Kasparo fan, I tricked you. You pre-moved. That was big trickery. Standard 1 minute trickery. Never play the move your opponent is expecting. Yeah, Marius, the knight can sacrifice itself. It just, he was expecting me to queen right away, which was a assumption that didn't really work out for him. Okay, I didn't think he was going to play c4, but I think it's fine. Let's do this move, and then this move. Ooh, bishop pair. Bishop pair alert. Okay, I guess he's playing b4, but we don't care. Nothing bad is going on. Ooh, I blundered. Big blunder. Big blunder. He didn't see my blunder. So I actually, instead of just trapping his knight, I blundered the exchange. And it was the only way he could have saved his piece. Also, I could have taken his queen. Never mind. Yeah, Kasparov fan. You got caught with that knight b8 pre-move. Okay, next up is Cobra. No, he's not here anymore. Let's go up against Torque. Yeah, declined. That's it, Perpetual. Hey, Voros, how you doing? Ooh, Queen Exchange. Very nice. Torque, I believe, no, is he the one who self-proclaimed that he was the most aggressive person? Attacker? Getting the queens off is a huge accomplishment. Yeah, Marius, that is some 1 minute trickery. Hey Dirk, how you doing? Okay, let's see if we can give some checkmates with the rooks. We're not even going to take back that pawn. Okay, next up we have Galactic. I'm taking a challenge against Galactic. This is not a drill, people. I am willing to expose myself to the amazing mouse Galactic has. Let's see who comes out victorious. Yeah, Dirk, we're playing 1 minute chess. I'm looking for that double 3,000 rating. but it's a challenge. Galactic is the guy who flagged me during the quest to get to 3,000 Blitz, Marius. And he was very, very quick. So ever since, I've been slightly scared about accepting his challenges. Go for triple, says Jake. Yeah, maybe. What are you saying, Aquila? Are you saying that my Moobot commands are bad? Say it isn't so. Okay, let's just push. Push. See how far we get. Oh, I actually blundered King B4. Ooh, he's being very tricky. Ooh, and he actually stopped me from getting with my king. What a tricky guy. Okay, I got his knight. Whew. I was taking that way too easy. Oh, that was fairly close, I would say. Whenever your opponent has a knight in bullet, it's such a terrifying thing. Doesn't really matter that you're winning or I have a pawn up. It's so scary. That knight jumping all around, stopping everything. I may have had a slight break thinking about my moves, Marius. Hey, Balaz. Dare I say nightmare? Yes, you do. Pun accepted. Okay, Cobra's up next. Why did you take a 10-second break in the middle? Asks Galactic. I don't even remember having done that. My head is taking breaks. I must be very tired. Without even informing the rest of my body. Let's do this. You were talking to chat. Well, that sounds like a good excuse then, Jake. Better than average excuse. Ooh, I didn't even see you could take that. Ouch. Oh, that hurts. I was very lucky to have this knight e5. But still, king feeling slightly... a slight breeze. My king having to endure a slight breeze. I'm very scared right now. So scared. So scared. Not so scared anymore. Still pretty scared. Let's try this move. No, that's not good. Just make a move, dude. Just stop staring at the board. And I checkmated myself. Oh my gosh. Having an exposed king in 1 minute chess is so terrifying. I shouldn't have taken that knight. I should have gone like rook here. I was fine. Yeah, good game, Cobra. Well done. Minus 28 rating. Oof, that hurts. King safety is overrated. I don't know, but the thing is that even though I had more pawns in front of my king, he was the one having the rook and queen working together, whereas I only had the rook, the queen involved. I should have just, made some stupid queen sacrifice and gotten the rooks exchanged. Something like that. Is Magnus's position an easy win? I'll bring up a sec. I'll see if I can find it on my computer. The current position. Actually, maybe I'll do it on the phone. Hey, Home Deep, how are you doing today? Ooh. I'm guessing the computer says it's an easy win for Magnus, right? The thing about Magnus is that he's incredibly good at these queen endgames. So right now he has a queen and 3 pawns against a queen and 2 pawns. And Magnus is just a complete beast in queen endgames. I can't really explain it. I think queen endgames is one of the most difficult things in chess because there's so many checks and so many diagonals and so many opportunities for both players to kind of create trouble against an undefended king. But somehow he's incredibly good at it. And I think he's going to win this game against Shirov. Your words, not mine, Galactic. I just said I'm checking it on my cell phone. Yeah, Jake, honestly, I struggle to understand queen endgames as well. I once was a pawn up in the World Cup against Movsesian in a queen endgame, and I thought I should have good chances, but it just became an easy draw. I don't fully understand what I did that was so bad. Mate in 30 according to the computers. Wow. Well, yeah, I think Magnus is going to win. But I somewhat doubt I'm getting checkmated. I'm legitimately getting checkmated. I need to make... I don't even know how I make a couple moves here without getting checkmated. Okay, that's fine. I managed to survive for 5 seconds. That's at some point I decided, okay, let's just survive. No, people attacking your king in 1 minute chess is ridiculously scary. I mean, I was just focusing on the other side of the board and boom, I'm dead. Hey Aria, how you doing? Magnus didn't see a mate in 31 against Fabiano in the World Championship. Yeah, so he's probably not going to see it this time either, huh? Ruti fan. Stop attacking Hammer's king, you bullies, says Perpetual. Yeah, honestly, people, now I'm getting... We're gonna have to change the stream title if we keep getting these very, very bad situations. I know, Galactic, I have to practice my bullet for the match, but also it's because I need to practice my... It's not just about 1 minute chess, but it's also about having the ability to win the time scrambles. So even when we play blitz, at some point we're going to get very low on time, and then it's important to be familiar with, how the pre-move system works and stuff like that. Okay, we'll do this. Okay, I regret doing that. Okay, he took it. Okay, so far so good. Okay, we'll just keep moving the pawn up the board. He wants exchanges. I'm actually gonna deny that request because there might be some dangerous attacking opportunities. Ooh, if he had played Queen F1 there, that could have been embarrassing. Removal of the defender. Vertvich knows his tactics. Yeah, that's what we did. Nice tactic and pressure with the queen and pawn. Thank you, Vertvich. It's like you need different skills for time scramble, pre-moving skills. Yeah, pretty much, Arkan. And also, there is a difference to how pre-moves work on Chess 24. I don't think Chess 24 lag compensates, which is very interesting, but at the same time, it's something you really need to practice to get accustomed with. I feel like it's like changing your binds in Fortnite. Am I overdoing it with the Fortnite references? Okay, Perpetual, that is actually crossed the line right there. Do you think a 2600 rated Grandmaster can be more competitive with a 2700 rated one in Fisher Random? Such a difficult question to answer, Marius. I'm gonna say yes, but I think it's kind of like Blitz and Rapid, right? It's a different variant of the same game, and some people are gonna cope with it better than normal, and some people are gonna cope with it worse than normal. So I don't think it's about being more competitive necessarily. It's also just that the margin of error is so much higher, lower, whichever direction makes for more decisive results. FIDE should make Bullet official in tournaments. Wolf saying they really should. Well, actually, I don't know if they should. Because right now I feel like I'm pretty good at Bullet, but if other people actually were trying to be good, I think they would. The thing is that if Bullet was super popular, everyone would just bust my Bullet opening. Bullet is not doable over the board, says Jake. Jake, my friend, you are incorrect. I'm gonna promote now a video. I am the, let's just say, co-director of. I think that's a fair title. Co-director. Oh, I'm so slow. I right now I'm just scared that Aquila will manage to get the link before me. Okay, here we have it. 1 minute chess over the board. It is absolutely doable. What are you talking about? Make sure you catch the moment where I checkmate Ariantari with 1 second left on the clock. Also a link to Chess24 chat. Ooh, and apparently 1 minute championships are being organized in the Netherlands. Yeah, Salomka, it's a bit of a problem. I was the California Junior 1 minute chess champion of year 2000. And in that tournament, they were videotaping every single game so that they could go back in the replays to determine whether someone had been, unsporting or stuff like that. Or, clicking with moving with one hand and then pressing the clock with the other one. Yeah, Henker, but people are able to move really quickly. To be fair, Torque, I was 10 years old. Actually, I was 9 years old, and it was just me and some other kid who participated. Otherwise, I don't think I think the participation numbers really helped my junior championship title. But in fairness, I beat the other kid, and I was the only one of the two of us who managed to grab points of some of the adults. Wow, Der Henker is going into the next edition of the Dutch 1 minute championship. Okay, Flo, let's go. Let's go. Let's see. Flo is playing the Hammer repertoire. I have no idea how the repertoire works against the Hammer bullet opening, but we're about to find out. Probably out of book on move 4. Okay, I mean he's not even playing d4. This is goes against everything the Hammer repertoire stands for. Also, he's being very aggressive. This man is just throwing everything at me. He's watched the other guys having great success with this strategy. And now he's trying it for himself. Well, at least he paid attention to your moves, Sterhanker. Wow. Dutch championship is 2 minutes. Wow. That is shameful, Jake. Are they saying that 2 minutes count as lightning games? Outrageous. Is there something against G6 in the repertoire? Of course there is, fool. Of course there is. This is the Hammer opening, Ceylon. See, I talked about it. You never got it to work? Twitch, huh? Okay, we're trying a rematch against Galactic. No, Maya, you're not the only one who has a black screen. A lot of other people have said the same thing. We think Twitch is having a problem. I guess she cannot hear what I'm saying, so what am I doing? Okay, we're attacking a rook, and a bishop, and a rook. That is quite the trifecta. If given the option, though, I kind of want to take the bishop. Just joking. Let's get a passed pawn. Somehow, potentially. I'm almost blundering my pieces. Almost. Let's do this. And then this. And then this. And this. And this. And this. It's looking good. It's looking pretty good. It's attack. 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 He has king e2 actually. But now he's gonna run out of moves pretty soon. He has king e3. Okay, let's get a queen then. I've never met Boss Boom Der Henker. Does he still play tournaments? I guess he's really only playing in the Netherlands. He didn't take the queen? No, Vertvich. He wasn't sure when I was ready to get a new queen, so he ended up never taking it. Hi, Kashmir. How are you doing today? No, Flo, G6 is the modern, whereas Piracy. So I've been corrected once again. There was someone from Chess24 sent me a YouTube video on how to pronounce what I previously called Pirk. Then I called it Pirch, because I had done some research and apparently it was pronounced in a different way. But now, judged on the YouTube video I have seen, it's supposed to be pronounced Pirc. Do we have Slovenians in chat to confirm? I'm pretty sure he was Slovenian. Jake, the Danes are so happy to have me on their team. So my next tournament is going to be in Montenegro. It's less than a month away, and I'll be playing for my my Danish team, Køge. Piracy. Slumka, all you needed to do to convince me was send me that YouTube video. Some crazy Polish guy in chat, I'm not going to trust him for Slovenian pronunciation. That's kind of a given, no? Danish for kitchen? No. It's a city in Denmark. So in kitchen in Danish would be Køgen. And this is the city Køge. Big difference. Huge difference. Don't mock the Danish language. I am the only one on stream allowed to do that. Okay, next up, we're giving Dirk a chance to take me down. Wow, knight a6. I get the feeling he's not taking this seriously. Says I, with my opening. He's just taking control of the entire center. Huge difference. That's what I'm saying, Marius. I mean, it's a very, very important difference. Kurgan. You know, it's a huge difference. Wow, Perpetual. You're just looking for that banhammer right now. Aren't you guys Norwegian, Danish anyway? Putting a blue cross doesn't make you any less Danish. Yes, it does. That's why we did it. Yeah, no, that I did know, Henker. I just didn't really know what that sign, how that was pronounced. Okay, Nico, are you still on your mobile today, or are we going to have an even quicker version? Okay, we're going up against Nico. He beat me repeatedly yesterday. Is he gonna manage to continue that trend? He's very sneaky about when he starts the game, making sure that I go over to read chat just in time. Okay, so far so good. Exchanging pieces. My favorite thing in the world. Okay, we've exchanged a lot of pieces. I'm not sure what the next step is. He's going for the draw. I guess he's down on time. Also, I have checkmate, so who cares? Who cares? Wow, that did I have that checkmate twice? I decided, let's see if we can get out of this repetition. And turns out we could, because I had checkmate in 3 moves. Yeah, that's no revenge right there. But a very surprising checkmate without the queens on the board. Let's see, was that forced? Nah, he could have gone... Here he could have gone king e4. Which avoids the checkmate, as far as I can tell. Yeah, I thought that was very sweet, Henker. Thank you, Marie. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, Der Henker is ready as the next guy. You guys know which moves I'm making. I expect Hammer to play on touchpad too. Dirk, I don't have the setup for that. Installing a touchpad on the desktop computer, very tricky stuff. Also, I tend to just lose on touchpad. I don't know if it's because the computer is not as powerful, so I have more lag, stuff like that. But yeah, touchpad is rough. I should have taken that knight while I had the chance. Yeah, you tried playing on a touchpad. Didn't work out for you though, did it, Dirk? Feels bad. You never see those checkmates in 3 seconds, Peter. You know, that's what you get for solving a lot of tactics. I have solved so many tactics in my life. Those first 7 moves should lead to a advantage for black. I agree, big boy. But, you know, even chat, who knows what I'm going to do, I mean, you have all the time in the world to prepare what you're going to do against G3, E3, Knight E2. These moves, you know they're coming. And yet, time after time, I get a time advantage. That's the secret behind this opening. People know that it's coming, and they still have no idea what to do against it. Okay, Zeitnot. German for time trouble. He is our next one. And if we play our cards right, he's going to end up in time trouble. Okay, we have a big time advantage. Ooh, and we just got a bishop for free. Thank you. We appreciate your sacrifice. Tari has defeated Christensen. If you're interested in some Isle of Man news. My rook is undefended. On the other hand, his king is also in trouble. And if he takes it back with the bishop, we have a checkmate in one move. He managed to save the bishop, but he did not manage to save the king. Okay, let's see. Magnus is still a pawn up against Shirov. Fabiano is a rook up against Fedoseev. That's kind of weird. Yeah, Fabiano shockingly has a winning position with an extra rook. Who would have thought? And how's my boy, McShane? McShane, how you doing? You are in big trouble. Pawn down in an endgame against an active king. Ooh, and Karyakin might be in trouble. No, he's going to make a draw. Karyakin's position is interesting. Ooh, and Aronian survived that attack from Dreyev. Some interesting games. Vityugov actually won against Bluebaum, even though he sacrificed a piece in the opening, and computers weren't too happy about that. If someone in chat can give a link to the Isle of Man games so that people can check it out, if they want to look at what's going on. Yeah, because it makes no sense for Shirov to resign in a queen endgame just a pawn down. It's so easy to make a little mistake, and then your king becomes very exposed. Well done, Jake. Beating Perpetual by some seconds. Jordan is winning against Kamsky. Well done, the Dutch boy. Someone was saying that Kamsky was approaching 2700 again. Okay, up next, it's Floga. Okay, so far so good. We've exchanged absolutely everything. But who cares? Because I'm gonna attack. You guys thought it was gonna be a symmetrical position, didn't you? But look at this. We got the interesting stuff going on right now. Let's go h4. Just making sure that he's not going to be able to get his bishop to g6 into a defensive position. And checkmate. h4 from Magnus was interesting. Marius, it's a passed pawn trying to become a new queen. Of course, you would have thought of it, I think. Chess, the exchange variation. Yeah, Casa. And yet somehow I win every game. Exchanges have a bad rap. I'm here to promote it again. Make exchanges great again. That's what we're trying to do. See how many chess games you can win by exchanging pieces. Just making a complicated game just a tiny bit less complicated. You would walk with a d-pawn? Yeah, but that wouldn't be as good. Because the d-pawn is closer to black's king, so black is in a better position to deal with it. But yeah, it makes sense. You could easily make the wrong call. And now Shiro resigned. Wow. So Casa gets it right in the end. Why doesn't Shiro resign, he says. And in the end, that's precisely what Shiro does. Do you know the first ever book I had that was a game collection? That was Shirov Fire on Board. As a kid, I thought I was going to be an aggressive attacking player. Oh, how wrong was I? That's a good move. Oh, it's galactic. Okay, since it's galactic, we'll make sure that he doesn't get any attacking chances. Because otherwise, that man is sometimes scary. Also, I gave him attacking chances. Even though I specifically said I was not going to do that. Wow, he's freaking me out with his moves. Moving the h-pawn so powerful that Shiro resigned. No way, it doesn't say that Shiro resigned on my computer. Are you guys sure about this? Are you just saying stuff in chat? Cobra, the videos are posted 24 hours after the stream is done. It's because when you become a Twitch partner, you sign that Twitch will have 24 exclusivity. So it's not available instantly. Shirov did resign. Okay. Someone asked me 2 days ago if I was concerned about Magnus. And I said that I think he has a good amount of points. I'm a bit concerned about his level of play, though. And I said that, if he gets a couple of wins, it's gonna look much better. And there he goes once again, just getting 2 white games in a row, winning both of them. And now he might even be tied for first after this round. Although actually no, Fabiano is gonna win and Wang Hao might win, but Magnus is gonna be tied for third place with still many rounds remaining. Is it a rest day in Isle of Man tomorrow? So they played how many rounds? 6 rounds. I think it's a rest day tomorrow. Dirk confirms my suspicions. It's a rest day tomorrow, so with 5 rounds remaining, Magnus is definitely up there, which is all you really need to be. And he's played better. This is also important. The first couple of rounds, he was not playing well. But now he got 2 nice wins in a row. There's going to be a rest day, and then he'll be ready for the last 5 days. So the tourney ends on a Monday. I'm going to need to count to answer that question, Jake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, Jake, that is correct. I don't know if that's a bad thing though, Jake. To my mind, I feel like tournaments should maximize the amount of weekend days. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people are more likely to be watching on weekdays, and then the weekends are kind of, resting with your family. I'm sure they have traffic information on what days it's best to organize tournaments on. Flo once knew the first 10 numbers in Danish. That's not really the huge accomplishment, though. The big accomplishment is knowing what 80 is in both French and Danish. Or even better in French, like 95. That's a tough one. 80 cons. That's the one, right? 80 cons. I did a lot of French, I'm such a champion. I don't know, Kaza. He didn't play my recommendation against the Petrov, though. But he did play 1e4. We'll have to speculate. Good luck in the soccer, Perpetual. May the best country win. I'll see you around. Cobra, yeah, you're the only winner. It doesn't happen that often that I lose games. Lev played G3 against E6 Sicilian. Yes, that I did mention. I did notice that, fool. Levon Avronian has seen the repertoire and he approves. Or at least that's what I'm going to say in all the... Oh, sorry. In all the marketing memos. It's getting pretty cold in Oslo. I think I gotta need, get some vitamin C or something. You can say nonant sank. I don't even know what that means, Kasparov fan. Is nonant, is that kind of the new word for 90? Has it always existed? Hammer allergic to his repertoire. Slumka, don't be spreading those rumors. Okay, Galactic is up next. Huh, I didn't know that, Kasparov fan. That's interesting. I'm kind of concerned about getting checkmated. I'm very concerned about getting checkmated. Let's play G5. Wow, he voluntarily opened all the avenues to attack the king. I feel he's gonna regret that. No, he's just gonna have to play Queen E3, and I'm gonna take it. If I pre-move queen takes queen to e3 now, that would be pretty sick. I don't think I'm getting checkmated. But I did hesitate just to check that I'm not. Yeah, Galactic got 2 games. He's not the only one, player number 5. We're running out of people with a first time challenge. So whenever as long as you're challenging, you might get 2 games. Hi Meg, how you doing? We're doing 1-minute games today. I saw you challenged to a 5-minute one. Wow. What a guy. What a guy. Honestly, I'm kind of a big fan of the Lafong. Because I am winning so many games because of it. Genuinely. Like, even when people catch me doing it, which is like less than 10% of the time, even then I have a pretty good score. But most of the time, I just get a bishop for free. Did you guys know that Lafong is one of the Chess24 streamers? The real deal. The guy who this move is named after. He's streaming both in French and English. He might even be streaming today, I think. Lafong is a good player. I don't know if I would take it that far, Cobra. The guy who invented bishop to h6, I don't know. I mean, I'll call the opening by his name, but I will be hesitant to think that he is a good player. That bishop h6 is such nastiness. It has to come from a very tricky guy. Often you win a rook too. Yeah, sometimes, Nico. Okay, next up is Kasparov fan. Okay, Dirk, thanks for the games. Yeah, Nico, there's definitely other ways you can be very tricky. I know that in like 10-second chess and even sometimes 30-second chess, having some like ridiculously weird moves, completely unexpected moves, is such a good strategy. But for me, I struggle doing stuff like that because I feel like I'm too conservative to some extent. I want to play good chess, not bad chess. I am about to fork this man's queen and checkmate. Both of those things. Wow, Oslo, alongside Aronyan, Grischuk, and Bakro. That is quite the group of chess players to be associated with. What's your favorite game of Isle of Man today, Mick? I think it's very interesting to see how much of a success it's been. Because the viewership numbers for Isle of Man have been amazing. People are really interested in this. Very often, I've always felt that the chess streams are pretty dependent on having like good spots on the Twitch homepage to get numbers. But during Isle of Man, the numbers have been consistently above what is normal, even when you get a good slot. Blitzky, I'm taking that guy. I'm going to continue taking your guys unless you stop me. Let's just keep pushing. Push all the pieces. You know what? I'm going to take that one. I'll go e3. Assume there's nothing left in white's position. Chess purist. Yes, that is me, Marius. And it is a title I am not even ashamed of. Stop to think. It's part of the reason I'm too weak, too slow. I don't wanna make a bad move. But it gets punished in Internet Blitz. Ooh, Nico is challenging to a 15-second unrated game. We're going to take it. It's unrated. We can test out how it works. Okay. When is he making his move? Wow, this is really about mouse speed only, huh? Why am I doing this? I won on time. No problem. But that was freaky. This is real chess. Yeah, Aquila. This is how we do it. Ooh, and also Aquila has discovered that his man, Johann Sebastian, has gone down against a different Norwegian, Arjan Tari. The two young Norwegians facing off against each other today. And Arjan is the victorious one. Don Flugencio, I'm very happy you're happy. 1e4 repertoire for your viewing pleasure. I hope you enjoy. Speaking of which, we have a competition going on. If you've played a game you're proud of using the Hammer repertoire, you can now win an extension to your Chess24 membership. Just make sure you send us the game link in chat, and we'll put it on our list, and we'll review it and figure out who is deserving of the membership extension. Great game. What was the opening? Marius, just don't ask. Too many questions. The most amazing thing about this game is that it ended up being just a piece down for black. Because during the course of this game, weird things happened. But also, when I go knight h4, he's expecting me to go knight f3 next. Because it's very normal to make moves with the same pieces in a row. That's just amateur hour by me. And then I got his queen, and he kept sacrificing. And then I decided that I wanted to go checkmate him. Unfortunately, he discovered that idea and he prevented it. He even pre-moved rook takes g4. He was so confident I was going to play queen g4, he just pre-moved it. And then, other things happened. 15-second chess, I think calling it chess, that's where we draw the line. That is definitely a mouse computer game. You tried to play a game with the hammer repertoire twice but failed to remember the lines. Yeah, it feels bad, Jake. I think the best strategy is to use a couple of days trying to remember some of the lines and then get a sweet game to submit for our competition. Nico was very proud of his rook g2 game. Move. Big trickery. I don't really know if we have a name for 1 second plus 1 second. Oh, Mick, I'm not really sure what you mean. 1 second plus 1 second. Oh, that you start out with 1 second and then get 1 second increments per move. I don't know if that has a name, Mick, but that sounds pretty rough as well. Wow, Aquila did full make a submission in the Discord channel. That's exciting. Our first submitted game. Let's give him a thumbs up. No, let's do golden hammers. Try a 5-second game, Marius. No. No 5-second games. That's too silly, even by my standards. Let's do a game against Area. My neighbor has started hammering now. It's not a meme. He genuinely is hammering something. Ooh, I blundered. I blundered my pawn on a2, but he didn't want it, so that's fine. Ooh, he's trying to get his bishop back into life, but all that happened was that the bishop died heroically after, really not doing anything. Let's see if we can get another bishop. Yes! Thank you. The hammer dream is alive. Let's take all the pawns with our bishops. I feel like I massively misplayed this. But still, 2 bishops, an extra pawn. Feels good. I may have to take that one at some point. Do you think I can rush it? No, probably not. Yeah, but now I can rush it. $3,000 is far, far away. You know what, Dirk? I'm starting to think that you're right. 3,000 is still some road ahead. Larsenio, the one and only. Are your repertoires on Chessable? No. At the moment, they're only available on Chess24. But I think if they're a big success, there might be some interest in rebranding it as a Chessable course. I don't really know how much work that would entail. But I wouldn't be the one to do the work. I already did my part. You have very productive neighbors. How ironic, says Marius. Wow, that's harsh if those comments were connected. Okay, I only have one incoming challenge, so we'll do a rematch with Area. Hey Mario, how are you doing? Ooh, ooh. We gotta be a bit careful there. He got the memo. He knows which moves I'm making. Let's do this. For Chessable, you only need a PGN. Yeah, okay, so it might happen. But the thing is that PGNs are incredibly easy to pirate. Kramnik student, do you know how Chessable copes with pirating of their content? Suddenly, I am very concerned about pirating. I haven't been as much previously in my life, but recent events has gotten me more interested in the subject. Go figure. I am taking that man. Ooh, he escaped. Yeah, I don't really have a plan for how to break through here. Ooh, I have a plan now. Ooh, but he tricked me. Big plan. Big oof. We get some oofs in chat. Maybe you were always concerned about pirating, but now you're on the other side. Mr. Burns, I wonder. To be fair, in my life, I have never used copyrighted music on my stream. So, at least I'm being, slightly consistent over the course of the last 2 years. The 10 years before that, however, was a bit, iffy. It's not that difficult to write an encryption algorithm. Really, Jake? But a PGN file, one of the things that's brilliant about PGN is that it's just a text file. Very simple text, which is then formatted using the interface like ChessSpace and other interfaces. But are you saying that you could encrypt it so that the PGNs themselves would never be available to the user? I don't know. Maybe that doesn't even need an encryption, Jake. Maybe if you just make sure that the raw PGN file is never available and that you have to use the Chessable site to access, then it could be done. But the thing is that already I've been getting requests from people who are like, ooh, do you have a PGN file? PGN would be so much easier to kind of understand and play through the whole thing. But once a PGN file, the file itself, is out there, then, you're not getting that back. Piracy cannot replicate spaced repetition. Yeah, that's fair, Kramnik student. And now I have been working the last 2 months, so I now know what USP stands for. Normally, I would have had to Google that. But you're not really buying my PGN though, Salumka. I would argue if you bought Chess24 Premium membership, you haven't really bought the right to replicate my video series. USP, ultimate sellout player. Yeah, that's how it works, Mr. Burns. You're creating a PGN file for your personal use based on the videos. Yes, so that's completely fine, of course. But once people start spreading their PGN files, that's where it becomes tricky. And also making sure that it's at least you have to, if you want to pirate it, you have to do the manual labor to kind of discourage it. I guess it's also part of the thing. Hey Jojo, how you doing? You don't get the PGN on Chessable? Yeah, that's probably smart then, Arsenio, based on what we've discussed. I'm doing okay today, Kyrie. I'm actually a bit tired. I'm thinking about ending the stream a bit early. There's also rumors about Romania playing against Norway in soccer, which I'm using as a cover-up for the fact that I also kind of want to play the new Fortnite season, you know? But it's more socially acceptable to say that I'm watching soccer, don't you think? Stream Fortnite. No, Arsenio. Sometimes you need to, when you need to relax, you need to do it on your own time without a camera in your face. Yeah, that's a good argument, Potless Flower. We have Fortnite streams out there, though. Arsenio, if you're interested. Oh, I deleted that command? Okay, check out my latest YouTube video. Wow, I don't know any of my commands anymore. In my latest YouTube video, I'm playing some Fortnite. High quality Fortnite, if I may say so myself. Okay, Shadowmate. It's a new account we're going to play against. Now, I think I deleted the command Jake because I'm not really posting on YouTube anymore, so I think I just deleted the Moobot thing. This player knows how to play the game. I'm just putting that out there. But I'm pretty happy about my control over the d4 square. c5, huh? What to do next? Let's double the rooks. Yeah, I couldn't really find a good plan. Let's do this. That's an attack on the rook, attack on the pawn. He's thinking. Means that he's struggling as well. I just blundered this one for no good reason. Let's do this. Okay, we got the win. Wow, and for the first time ever, I have not gained a point, even though I won the game. I really thought that wasn't possible on Chess 24. Hey, Salohanf. How are you doing? Okay, let's see. Any more challenges? William! The man! The legend himself. The one who got Hammer above 3,000 in Blitz. Let's see if he knows how to get me above 3,000 in 1 minute chess as well. Kramnik students, someone, I think it may have been you even, said that the highest bullet rating on Chess 24 is 5,000. Which is, you know, I'm not sure I'm gonna get there, if I'm honest. That sounds a bit tricky. Okay, are we gonna damage this man's pawn structure? I changed my mind. Ooh, changed my mind again. Okay, and changed my mind for a third time. Okay, but at the same time, I regret not being able to play rook d1. Yin Yang, if you are a Chess24 premium member, you just go on the Chess24 website. Honestly, we should make a command for this. Aquila had a good explanation in the past. I'll also ask if there's like a direct challenge kind of link. 1 point, that's not much. We get there 1 point at a time. Feels bad, Yin Yang. But in case you're looking for a new opening with white, I really recommend Chess24. Because I just made a new video series. Too fast? Yeah, William. 300 games away, yeah. We're making the dream happen, Kramnik student. I'm gonna go get that bishop. Go get that bishop. Big boy, the 5,000 rating got you going, huh? As far as I understand it, he's only been playing against lower rated players. B6, that's a good move. I'm very happy with myself. He was playing 2,500 players. Wow, Jake. Then that's incredibly well done, no? He was playing 2,500s in order to get to 5,000? Who is this man? That is unbelievable. There's no way I'm replicating that. Not with my bullet opening it, at least. Torque Caceres. Let's do Ceres. German I am. Wow. The Germans, huh? In 1 minute chess? Before Hikaru was like the king of internet chess, there was a German guy who called himself Hawkeye. And before Hikaru, Hawkeye was the bomb. His real name was Roland Schmaltz, something like that. And he even published a book on good tricks for 1 minute chess. I bought the book, of course. I was a kid. I wanted to win my 1 minute games. If there's a book with tips, I'm gonna get some of that action. Yeah, Atlanta. Only doing 1 minute today, and also I'm considering. I might just do another 15 minutes. I'm a bit tired, and also there are other things I would rather do. But tomorrow is going to be a good stream because tomorrow we'll have a rest day in Isle of Man. So we'll have a bigger audience. We'll have some cooler content. I'm considering doing tactics. How do you guys feel about those? The Chess 24 tactics. Do you mean dirty tricks like the Lafong? Yes, pretty much, Trenty. He was also very good at some other stuff. He had some very nice, good tips on how you deal with the time scramble situations. Like how you should... Things that, you may consider a bit elementary nowadays, but at the time, no one had really written it down. Such as that in time scrambles, you shouldn't always check your opponent, but you should try to expect which move they're going to make and then play a move that's directed against that expectation rather than just giving checks. Stuff like that. Feels bad, man. Smate, I think a 20-minute game is fine for gambits. 20 minutes is not a lot of time to defend. And frankly, some gambits are just good. So just because it's a gambit doesn't mean that it has to be a bad opening. Ooh, we have a new challenger, fresh blood. We have fresh blood in the challengers list. It's Rafixus. I'm pretty sure I didn't pronounce that correctly. Some examples of good gambits beyond the Queen's Gambit. The Marshall Gambit is very good. It's so good that people are afraid to take the bishop. No, the pawn. Sorry, I don't know why I said bishop. Bishops are on my mind, I suppose. Blundered knight d3. Let's make a move to prevent that. e4. Okay. Okay, h4, I guess. Okay, we got that thorn. We got that thorn going on. I'm taking all of this man's pieces. Feels bad, man. Taking all of his guys. Why are you featured on Chess TV? I don't know. Best at everything. Probably they haven't updated their streamers list. Hey Halvard, how you doing? Wow, Kramnik student, they actually have a ceiling on 5,000? That's pretty sick. I never heard of a rating ceiling. Does that mean they also have a rating floor? Has anyone hit the minimum rating you can have on Chess24? Slohanf and Pap coming up next. You have a difficult opponent in your club tournament, Halvard. Who is it? Is it one of the Hagesetters? There's like this family in Norway where every single one in the family is a very decent chess player. And they live very close to Halvard. As far as I know though, they're like everyone is like the same age. And these people's kids, they didn't get their kids into the game. Otherwise, it would be like the 10 best players in that area of Norway would be from the same family. When are you going to do a video on the bullet opening? I don't know, Halvard. I got to keep my secrets, you know? That stuff is top secret. Ah, they live in Bergen now. Okay. Nah, big boy. I think it was because it was that person's first ever 1 minute game. Bergen is a beautiful city. Of course you would say that, Jake. Your country's been going there for centuries for trade. My family is actually descendants of Belgians. Belgian merchants in the 1600s. Ludwig Münte of Brugge. True story. Don't ask me how I know. Unsub, unfollow. Yeah. No, I see your reaction. What good has the Belgians ever done for us? That's a free bishop. Oh, Michael, Mikael, I think Twitch is having some problems. There have been more than one person complaining that there's just a black screen. Sorry. I'm so gonna pre-move queen takes g7. I didn't get the chance. Haha, Kramnik, I was not too happy, I'll admit. Losing never makes my mood better. Okay, I'm tryharding now. Because this guy was tricky the first time. Probably going to be tricky the second time as well. Wow, he's a brave man. Or he thought that I blundered that pawn. Either way. So many possibilities down the long diagonals. How's that queen doing, by the way? Ooh, it's on a mission. I didn't see that. Let's go back, I suppose. Let's move this pawn up. Worked out well last time we did it. This, my friends, is going to be a masterclass of rook endgames. I may have made a mistake. I made a mistake. I regret making a mistake. Okay, I did make a mistake, but we're back in it. And we get the win. Rook endgame masterclass concluded. Always those bishops. Yeah, they're pretty nasty, Pap. 3 games, 3 blundered bishops. Good game. Thank you, Lodi. I was happy with that one. Did I see Magnus's game today? It was weird passed pawn. You agree? Also, you got to change your name. Congrats. Big moment for you. I learned so much basic knowledge from that. Wow. I'm glad, TBA. So essentially what you want to do is that you want to have the most active rook. So his rook is just guarding his pawn, right? While my rook is both attacking the pawn but also contributing towards his king. And then it's all about, getting your pieces up the board, trying to create a breakthrough on the other side. Now, I didn't actually do it properly, I would say. I think if I had played this correctly, I would have gone king h6 here and then king g7. Because I needed to get my king before I started pushing this pawn. And here I think that would have been game over. But since I went with my h-pawn, he managed to get the counterplay, checking my king until I had to move away from the defense of the h-pawn. So if I had been perfect, I would have played king h6 here. But a key idea was getting the ability to get the extra pawn on the H file, getting that passed pawn. I just didn't use the right strategy for pushing it forward. Good night, Marius. Very best. I will have a command for that for next stream. It's been a lacking, but you can go to my profile page. How do you do that? Click. Maybe this one. Okay, that's not it. Past pawn with the 17-month resub. Thank you so much, Past Pawn. Wow, that's weird, Send that. I don't know how to explain that. There's been a lot of people complaining about black screens, but I think everything works on my end. Might be Twitch issue. Challenge sent. Unfortunately, Florenzi and Daniel, I'm only playing Chess 24 premium members. But premium membership is worth it, especially with the Hammer video series out now. A complete repertoire for the white pieces. Fetty, I guess I didn't have the same access to Grandmasters, but the access I did have that no one else did, no one else had, was I went to high school sitting next to Magnus. So yes, I didn't have that, normal people didn't have that same access to Grandmasters, but I had the biggest chess prodigy in the world sitting next to me in history and Norwegian class and English class and whatnot. So even though it's unprecedented, the access you get now via Twitch and also via video series and stuff like that, I didn't have a lack of access. I was very fortunate. When did the Hammer video series come out? It was released on Saturday, Past Pawn. It's been 4 days already. How many blindfold games did you play versus Magnus during classes? It was more than one, Jake. I'll admit as much. It was more than one. But I think it was not 3 digits. We didn't play that often. Big boy, no, there's no Scotch in the repertoire. I'm recommending the Huey Lopez. How many hours do you work on chess currently? Asks Kramnik student. I don't really work that much on chess, unfortunately. I have a lot of other chess-related jobs. So I don't spend as much time working on my game as I once used to. Who was your chess idol as a teenager? Fetil, I'll have to say... Can I say this? I was a big fan of Lecco. I don't know. Also, I got to meet him. I accompanied Magnus on some kind of top level tournament in Dortmund, and I got to shake Leko's hand. That was a pretty big deal for me. Of course, he was just one of Magnus's competitors, but still. He always struck me as the real deal. A gentleman. I wouldn't say I'm Magnus's BFF, no Fetty, but we grew up together, and we were good at chess at the same time. We're the same age group, and we went to the same high school, so there's a lot of history. Okay, let's do 2 more games. 2 more games, and I'm gonna call it. We're gonna do another one against Rafix. Do you think you can improve your feeder rating by watching streams on Twitch? I'm not sure. I mean, if I can, definitely not. If you can, I don't know. Because my kind of basic philosophy is that all kind of training you do is good practice. So, in principle, I would say yes. You can definitely get better watching good players play chess. But it's about how you absorb the information, right? So some people might be better than others at kind of getting value from watching streams. Oof, he did go for that. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Big oofs. Big oofs in chat. Okay, let's do the final one against Area. These bullet games are good practice? No, random name. They're fun. I thought I could catch him. Everyone's trying to catch me. I thought I could try and catch him. Ooh, and he's voluntarily exchanging off the queens. Big mistake. Let's get that knight here. Yeah, that's right. TBF. Big oof. What are we doing here? What's the plan? Oof, that really helped me get the king involved. Just take that guy. Get the king back. I got a pawn up. That's all I need. I'll get the king back into defense now. Okay. Mercenary. Yeah, that's me, Mr. Bagger. CJ, I'm heading off. I got some stuff to do. Also, I need to watch soccer and or play Fortnite. But thank you everyone for watching. Tomorrow is going to be an Isle of Man rest day. We'll do some blitz. Maybe we'll do some tactics. It depends on how much I have time to prepare. And And I'll see you guys later. Let's see who's streaming right now. Let's figure out. Hartweiss Noodle coming in with the end of stream, 3,000 bits. Thank you so much. Let's see, who do we have? Ooh, so many Fortnite people. Ton of Fortnite people. Let's do... Where's the chess channel? Monkey Chess is streaming. Let's send him a raid. Bye, everyone.